Elizabeth was home watching the afternoon news, saddened by the state that our world is in, when she heard a knock at the door. She wasn't expecting anyone and knew it was going to take her a bit to heft herself and her very pregnant belly out of her chair, so she hollered and, "I'll be right there," as she braced her hands on the arms of the chair and pushed herself up. To her surprise, she heard Mary's voice call back to take her time. Mary? Now that was a surprise. Though she and Mary were cousins, their age difference made them more like grandmother and granddaughter. They weren't necessarily close, as Mary was still a teen and busy living her own life, but Elizabeth was still happy to hear her voice. And more even than Elizabeth, her baby was excited. Though she had been enjoying feeling her miracle baby moving inside her for months, she was surprised when she felt like the baby actually jumped at the sound of Mary's voice. When Elizabeth finally made it to the door and opened it to see her cousin, Mary's tears instantly began flowing. Not even waiting until she was all the way inside the house, Mary began spilling out the story and how afraid she was. She didn't know how to tell people. She knew no one was going to believe her. She told Elizabeth that Joseph was standing by her and that they were making plans to do the right thing and get married and move in together, but it was all happening so fast, and yet time was running out. Though all the texting and messaging apps and new fandangled technology was beyond Elizabeth, she knew with 100% certainty that Mary was telling the truth. Mary apologized about not believing Elizabeth's story and for buying into all the rumors that she was a little bit loony. Elizabeth forgave her, and the two talked at great length about Mary's situation. When Mary left that evening, she knew that now was the time. She called Joseph on her goober ride home, and they discussed exactly how they would tell their parents.